Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, and oh my goodness, we are making budgeting videos again. And I know it's confusing. You're probably like, girl, I thought you stopped doing budgeting videos, but we're just gonna, skip past that and just say we just went on a hiatus for a couple of months, which is honestly like 2 or 3 months, honestly, because I have been budgeting anyways and thought I should show you guys. We've been having like a couple of small wins with our debt-free journey, and every time I make those wins, I honestly want to share it with you guys. And I have like big goals for this year for our debt and also our savings or emergency fund. So I really want to share and then kind of come back to budgeting videos again. If you want some more explanation on that, I can completely make that on the next budgeting video that I have. But for right now, we're just gonna jump into our February budget just so this is not too long. And also my baby is sleeping. I'm trying to finish this up before I wake her up. Like I said, I've been still budgeting, just not doing check-ins right now, but I've still been budgeting ever since I stopped budgeting back in November. So that was the last month that I did my budgeting videos, I think. And now we're on January, which I have completely done. But we're gonna move on to February. The stickers that I'm using, by the way, are from my shop, and the planner that I'm using, the budget planner I'm using, is from Plum Paper, which is actually really good. I love Plum Paper. I just wish they have like an interchangeable like cover. That one's the only thing that's kind of holding me back from getting their planners, like their daily planners or weekly planners. But for their budgeting, it's honestly fine. So I'm gonna move on to this page right here, and this is where we're gonna set up our February budget. As you can see, I put my expenses on the other side because I like seeing a big visualization of all of my bills for the month, like this, for example. So right here is my expenses page. But for this month, I'm trying out budgeted and actual because I do always write in pencil. Yeah, I always write on pencil over here, and then I cover it with a pen when it's actually like the bills are actually set, because it does change every now and then, even if it is a fixed expense, because sometimes credit card payments are going down, sometimes like my phone payment go up and down. I don't know why. It's just something that's been working out for us. And so we're gonna move on to this page because we're not talking about the expenses page. So I'm gonna use my stickers. Like I said, I have my February budget here, and then I have my washi over here. So I think I'm just gonna start by whiting out the top. I have matte removable sticker paper, and sometimes it's not the thickest paper because it's not like a premium paper, but it is removable, and that's the thing I like about it. Don't worry about my nails, guys. They're dirty, and they're also like not made, not done, because I've been working like 6 days in a row with my baby, and it's just a lot of like upkeep that I have to prioritize now what I need to do. And honestly, if you've seen me last year, you would never see me awake at 8 in the morning, but here we are, awake at 8 in the morning, and this is how I get my like me time in the morning. And I want to budget with you guys, and honestly, budgeting has been just so relaxing for me. Every time like I get paid in the morning and my husband gets paid, I love budgeting because it just kind of feels like we're closer to our goals, and it's amazing. I cannot wait until we're there. And like I said, we have big plans, we have big goals, and I'm excited, very. So what do you think? Solid pink, or I guess I'll do the washi maybe? Yeah, I'll do the washi. I feel like that's cute. I am a sticker budgeter, and that's just the way I've been. I've seen people, like the first people I've seen budget is like Alyssa Herbert, and she doesn't do sticker budgeting. And like I fell into like a deep rabbit hole of like sticker budgeters, like Sarah Marie, and then Romina, and then Erica, all of those people. Oh my gosh, I just fell into a deep hole of sticker budgeting, and it's just, I think it's fun. It makes things fun for me. I've always been like a stationery person, and I've loved budgeting with all of these stickers. It's totally not for everyone. I know some people here that watch my videos that aren't sticker budgeters at all, but we all just like to share and have fun together. So I'm gonna write down my information, which is I do have a cheat sheet like always. So for February, we do have 2 paychecks coming in. Technically, my husband has 4, but I still budget his with my paycheck, which is like I get paid every 2 weeks at my job. Let's see. So I'm just gonna put paycheck 1 or P1 over here, and then P2 over here, and then for here I like to leave like a space just in case like something comes up. I think it was December we got a stimulus, so I leave that there. I like to leave the date also, that when I'll get paid. So this one, the paycheck 1 lands on the 11th of this month, and paycheck 2 lands on the 25th of this month. So for paycheck 1, it's like $100 more because my husband is working 6 days next week, so that's like 20 hours of overtime, and next week I'm also working like more hours than I usually do. So I've been picking up a lot of hours lately because one of our coworkers, she left for a better job, so she had like a lot of hours for us. So I've been picking those up. That's why I've been taking advantage, because I know she's gonna hire again and that's gonna lower my hours again. I'm just taking advantage of the opportunity right now to grab some hours for the first one. And this is like completely, I think this is gonna be more, but I'm just like under budgeting. I think for paycheck number 1 we'll have 1,200, and I know a lot of people follow me before because I make my income is very low, and it's relatable, and I know that my income is still really low, honestly. Like I make about $400 every 2 weeks. It's just my husband, we mixed our incomes together when we not right after when we got married, but we mixed our incomes in September of last year, so that really like boosted up my budget and money for me to play around with. And also I have to budget his bills, so basically I have to budget for the whole family. So it's like a pros and cons kind of thing, and I've been really loving it, you know. Like I feel like we're both on the same page as far as like our financial goals. We're kind of like in between about investing because he really wants to invest, and I told him we're not really in the spot or right place to be investing money. So we're still kind of in the toss-up with that. He does really work hard for our money, so I kind of want to like not limit him too much, but I also told him we have a lot of debt that we need to like pay down and, you know, kind of get rid of. For the second paycheck, I think I'm hoping I'll get more hours, but I think my husband goes back to like 40 hours a week. So that'll go back to 1,100. And you're probably like, girl, that only like increased by $100. And I know that, and I feel like we're gonna make more, but I'm just under budgeting. So I'm gonna put my sticker down for my totals, and I'll do the lineups, like the lines, towards the end, so you guys don't have to see that. So that's like a little bit boring. Also, if you're wondering like why I'm not wearing my ring, one of our goals this year, definitely in the next debt that we're gonna tackle, because if you guys have been following me, we paid off Firestone in December, guys. So that felt so good, and like it encouraged us more to pay down debt. I think we're tackling my ring next. I kind of told myself that I'm not gonna wear my ring on my videos until we pay that off, because I'm not really like punishing myself or something like that. I'm just like as a motivational tool, I think, to pay that off, because I still have like a good chunk of that to pay off. I just use that as like a little motivational tool for myself. Like if I'm gonna wear a ring, it'll be completely paid off. So I think that'll be a great idea to kind of help myself, help us encourage on paying that one, because either that one's the next one or one of the credit cards that's like $1,500 limit. And I'm gonna make my debt pay off whatever always on the 7th, because that's when my other credit cards like give us my new total. For this one, I separate my bills between fixed and variable. I haven't been doing this, but this one honestly helps me out to visualize what I need and like what we need for the month and where our money is going, and just generalizing everything together. Okay, so for the debt, I'm just gonna put it right here. See, this is one of the things that plum paper, they have so many space in this corner right here. I think Erin Condren didn't have that, but it's okay because I just make it work. I just visualize the line like further to the left. So the debt, we have budgeted $425 because I'm not paying my student loans right now. I think for some people it's a good way to pay off student loans right now, but for us, I'm just trying to like tackle down the smaller debts and just focus on the student loans towards the end, because we don't mind carrying the student loans debt with us when we do move out, but I don't want like a whole bunch of debt with us. We have $424. It used to be $466, but some of our credit card payments went down, and also our Firestone was paid off, which was like $30, and I think 35, something like that. So it's like a huge like opening to our budget. And then towards the end, we don't do like the rollover, like for example that 35 goes to the next debt that we're doing. What we do is like towards the end of, like for example, the first paycheck, we'll see how much we have left after we've allocated everything, because we do the zero-based budget. We see how much we have left, and for example we have 300 left. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put 150 in debt and then 150 towards emergency fund, because we're funding both. And I know that's not the Dave Ramsey type of way, but that just works for us, and it makes me feel better that we have a little bit of like cushion to land on if something happens. So that's what an emergency fund is. And we're honestly at 1,000 right now. We have 1,000 in the emergency fund, and we're slowly building it up to 5,000 is when I'll stop. And then like after that, we're just gonna throw everything in debt. For the next one is my phone, and this one is 163. So for other one is insurance. This is my husband's car insurance, and this has been the same, which we've been wanting to talk to the car insurance people, but they've been closed because my husband has had no accidents, no nothing, and I feel like that's still too high, and we've been wanting to lower that down because he's already 26. So we've been wanting to talk to them, but they've been closed since the whole COVID thing. So I think we're gonna have to call them. And then for gas, that's again for my husband's gas. We separate that and give that to him on his cash envelope, and he just decides whether, you know, whenever he needs to pump. So that's 120. Subscriptions, there's gonna be people mowing their lawn, and I'm sorry guys, but I have to finish this. Subscriptions is $28. Internet is $62. I think this is gonna increase because we've been in this house for a year now, and usually they give you a promotional thing. We're with Cox, they give you like a promotional thing for a whole year. You only pay like $60, and then it'll increase after the next year. So I think ours is gonna increase, but I'm still gonna put 62 here because I honestly don't know how much it'll be. And then for rent is always 200. This is not really rent, this is like electricity, I guess, but we call it rent to make us feel better. But I put my total page on the bottom. Like I said, this just helps us visualize all of our expenses for the month, and it makes it more fun with all the colors. And then our variable expenses are gonna be here, and these are just anything that kind of changes throughout the month to month. So I need to like squeeze this down more. Okay, and usually that's food. I've increased our food. It used to be 230 every 2 weeks, and now it's 250. It's because food is our groceries and our eating out combined together. That's just better for us. Like visually, that works for us. Honestly, if that doesn't work for you, that's okay, but that's what's been working for us. We haven't really gone over budget on that, I think. So that's gonna be 500 for the whole month. Allowance is still the same. We still get $100 each, including my baby. She's not a baby anymore, guys. So sinking funds, that's 240. I'm not sure how much it was, but I don't have a lot of sinking funds right now, just because we're trying to like, you know, focus our stuff in we're trying to focus our money to debt payoff and emergency fund. So sinking funds is just like the important things, and I have a miscellaneous fund for anything else that comes up. And then I'm gonna put a category here, which is Valentine's. I am budgeting $100 for Valentine's. I know that's a lot, but I just really want to go all out. We're not gonna gift each other anything. That's not our thing anymore. For birthdays, we do gift something for each other, and Christmas, but something really simple or something that we need. But Valentine's, we're gonna go out and eat or take out something to eat and get some desserts as well. So I'm budgeting $100, and if there's something left over, I'm just gonna throw that into like debt or savings, because Valentine's honestly is not something we do monthly. Of course, it's only in February. And oh, I'm gonna put unbudgeted here just in case, and I don't budget anything for unbudgeted, but if it comes up, it comes up. Okay, so we'll just total those all out. Where is my phone? For the top one, I forgot to total this out. So 1,200 plus 1,100 is 2,300. You're gonna see how terrible I look in my phone because, like I said, I just woke up. We're gonna total out our fixed expenses. So we have 425 plus 163 plus 123 plus 120 plus 28, 62, and 200 equals 1,121. And then we're gonna do our variable, which is 500 plus 300 plus 240 plus 100. So that's 1,140. I'll just use this again to kind of break the page. And then we will use the rest of my stickers. So we have a summary here. And I just like to do this to kind of, again, help me visualize the whole month. It just helps me out more to budget, and then again, it makes it more fun. So we're gonna do fixed right here. And then variable. So for fixed, our total was 1,121. And then for variable, it's 1,140. So we're gonna total that out over here. And then we're gonna put my income or our income over here. And then the balance on the bottom. Okay, so this helps me visualize things. So this one is plus, this one is minus over there. So let's do that real quick. My income, my estimated income is 2,300. And we always have leftovers during the end of the month. Like for January, we have 700 left over, so we put that into savings and our debt payoff. 1,121 plus 1,140 equals 2,261. Then we're gonna minus 2,300. So we'll have $39 left over, ideally, but if everything goes according to plan, which I don't think so. Like I said, I think we're gonna have more income on some of our categories. Like for paycheck 1, I think there's gonna be a little bit more, and then for paycheck 2 as well, because I always like budget for like the, not the worst case scenario, but the worst case scenario would be we wouldn't get paid. So here I'll put income, and then here is debt, and then here is savings. I know I call it savings, but it's emergency fund for me. I don't like the word being so long when I do write these things down. So for income, I'm just gonna use a highlighter. I just put our total income, and I know you're gonna see that like that's kind of like too much because you're gonna see the total income at the top. I just like it because it looks cute. And then debt, this is like the total extra debt payment that we'll put towards every paycheck. And then this one is gonna be our total savings for the month. I just like to fill that out towards the end and share that with you guys on my debt payoff. And then I'm gonna line things up real quick and I'll be right back. Alright guys, that was really fun to do with you guys, but this is how my February looks like. I'm glad to be budgeting again and looking back at these things. And I think I'm gonna do like check-ins privately, like not check-ins but like tracking my expenses again, because I've stopped doing that just because it's been so busy. But I think I can manage to do that. Maybe I'll try an app or something to help me budget instead of doing stickers, or maybe stickers is always like so fun. But I love how this turned out. Let's see how February looks for all of us. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful for you, and also subscribe down below if you like my content, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.